Hello, welcome to the Revolution channel. My name is Ohemaa, and today I'm going to take you through a makeup routine that will just have you shook to your core. So Makeup Revolution has a new eyeshadow palette called the Shook Eyeshadow Palette, and this eyeshadow palette has 36 colors with 6 transition shades and 30 matte and glitter shades. This is a very beautiful palette. It's a very big palette, and it also comes with a mirror. An eyeshadow palette that comes with a mirror is always a plus. And I'm also going to show you guys the Shook highlighter palette. This palette has 6 highlighter shades in there, and I am very certain that we can find a use for a few of these highlighters in this look today. I'm also going to show you guys other products that are at Makeup Revolution, but just a warning, this look is the finished look. The process is a little scary, but if you stick with me all the way through to the end, we will arrive at this face, and I am sure that you're gonna be shook to your core. Let's get into the video. Okay, so every eyeshadow look needs a good sticky base. You know what I mean? Like, it has to have that base that grabs onto everything to make sure that it stays in place. For this, I'm going to use the Revolution Prime and Lock eyeshadow primer, and it's a substantial size container. It has a big doe foot for you to apply, so I'm going to go ahead and apply some of that. So when it comes to makeup primers, I like to go ahead and blend it in with my finger. So depending on the eyeshadow look that you're going for, we have Revolution Cut Crease Canvas Full Coverage Eyeshadow Base, and this is the shade Etch. And then we have Create, and then we have the shade Illustrate. Finally, we have the shade Halo. I am going to use the shade Create, so then it will give me the vibrancy that I'm looking for in my eyeshadows. With any eyeshadow base, what you have to do is just to pat in your base instead of swiping it. And I always like to go in with a second coat of the base. I find that a second coat of base helps even out everything and makes the base really smooth. So for today, we're going to use the Revolution Shook palette. So there are 36 colors in here, and some that you can use as transition, and it has 30 matte and glitter shades. Okay, so today we're going to go in with the shade Trouble, and we're just going to place it in our crease area, and we're just building it up. Okay, so now I'm gonna start blending the outer edge of this shade that we put down using the same brush. I'm so shook at how easily this is blending out. It blends out very beautifully and very easily too. That's what you want in an eyeshadow palette, you know? So next I'm taking the shade Vibe, and I'm going to place Vibe directly on the outer parts of this look and just blend it all the way towards the inside, directly below where I place my crease color. Look at this color payoff. Look how, wow, just beautiful contrast. Just make sure that you're not pushing too hard into your base, and you're not dragging too hard, because if you drag too much, the eyeshadow will break up and everything will fly right off your face, and you don't want that. So using our first blending brush, we're going to go back in and blend the edges of this look. So I'm taking the shade Reckless on a blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out the outer edge of it so that we can get rid of the white outline of the base that we put down. And I did warn you that we're going to look crazy before we look great. I'm going to go in with the Cut Crease Canvas in the shade Halo, and I'm just going to do like a small crease right here. You're going to be shook, just keep watching. And I'm going to cut my crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking Vibe, and I'm going to put that on the outer part of this cut crease so it could blend out into the base that we just laid down. I'm going to take the shade Winter, and I'm going to put that directly onto the line. Okay, now I'm taking the shade Repost, and I'm putting Repost everywhere else. I blended out Trouble into Repost, that way it's a very smooth transition. And then you just make sure you blend it into Vibe as well. That way everything is very smooth and there's no harsh line. So I applied my base and then I concealed my face. And then I am going to set my concealed areas with the Revolution Deep Dark Baking Powder. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my lower eyelids, and I'm taking the shade Vibe. I'm gonna use Vibe on my lower eyelids. I'm using a very, very small blending brush, and I'm just gonna get in there. There's a speck of the canvas over here. There's a speck of the canvas on my inner eyelid, so it looks off, but that's okay. So I'm taking the liner Revolution, and I am going to go ahead and tightline my eyelids. Just a really, really thin eyeliner directly above my lash line. Pure joy of a felt tip liner that actually works. So you see what I did? Like a very thin line. This line would just help our lash appear thicker, and also it would help hide the lash band after you put it on. So next I'm going in with the Mascara Revolution, and I'm going to apply that all over my lashes. I'm going to coat them very generously. I really love the spoolie on here because it has my lashes very beautifully fanned out and not clumping together. And you just buff and blend the outer edges of your eyelids with the, as our blending shade. So it's the shade that closely matches to your skin tone or to your concealer. And for me, that shade is Reckless in the Shook palette. So I use that to buff and blend the outer edges of my eyeshadow so it blends beautifully into my skin. This way it takes away all the shade of the base. So Revolution also has the Shook highlighter palette, and this is what that palette looks like. It's a really pretty palette, and it also comes with a mirror, so that is a plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my face, and I am gonna start out first with this shade. I'm gonna use this one first. I'm just gonna lightly pat it. I like highlighters that are very finely milled and just blend seamlessly into your skin, and it looks like you're glowing from within, and this is a glow from within. It's a very, very beautiful highlighter. Okay, so because the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter palette has me so shook, like I'm shook to my core, and I'm feeling a little extra, you know, just a little bit extra. I'm gonna go in with the Revolution lip topper, and this is the shade Luxurious. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the center of my lips and just blend it out, just with that little extra shimmer. Nothing too major, just a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna use my hand. So pretty. It gives you that glossy look without actually it being glossy, so your matte can still say matte and it would just look shimmery. Okay guys, so this is a finished look. I absolutely love this palette. The palette has a range of colors that would be perfect for an everyday look, or you can use a lighter base like I did and make it more intense and party ready. So just tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how shook are you by this eye look? Okay you guys, my name is Ohemaa, and I will see you guys next time on the Revolution channel. Bye!